I feel so lucky to be able to travel like I do, tasting great food and wine. But I think the best part is the people that I meet along the way. Today we're going to visit an ancient wine cellar in Parma, Italy, and spend a little time with my friend Diego, a great lover of food and wine. Then back in my kitchen, we'll celebrate the local ingredients by making a Parmesan flan with cherry tomato sauce and basil, and a pizzetta topped with induja and prosciutto. So get ready for some fun in the kitchen, Parma style. I love to travel the globe in search of new food and wine discoveries. For me, it's about more than returning home with a handful of new recipes. It's about taking the spirit of Austria, of Italy, of Greece, and of the Danube River, and injecting some of their magic into our everyday lives. Food has a unique ability to transport us. Join me as we discover new plates and places on our culinary journey together.
Joanne Weir's Plates and Places is brought to you by...
With AMA Waterways, guests can climb, pedal, and journey beyond the beaten path while cruising on storied rivers across Europe. You can find out more at amawaterways.com.
Our winemaking is the result of teamwork and patience. Working together, we dedicate our best efforts with every vine, grape, and bottle. Washington Vintners.
Since 1899, my family shared our passion for everything that goes into our Mutti 100% Italian tomatoes. Only tomatoes, only Mutti.
Start something delicious. California figs from Valley Fig Growers.
In downtown Parma, on Strada Farini, there's an unassuming wine bar that you could easily walk by, but I was drawn by the sound of the jazz and the energy of the people that were gathered there. Behind these simple doors, I discovered a hidden underground treasure and a gem of a human being. This is the reason I am here. And you know what's so cool about you? Every time I come here, you always have a plan. You've always got a plan. So what's your plan tonight? You have the most incredible taste in wine and food, and especially prosciutto. What's your plan tonight?
The plan is that just, we can take a prosciutto, we show prosciutto di Parma, and then we open it, we cut some slices.
Being surrounded by these incredible bottles in Diego's medieval wine cellar and spending time with this poetic man is such a treat.
First thing you need to do is to see the age.
Okay, yeah.
September 2014.
Oh, that's so cool.
35 months right now.
35 months.
Then...
And Parma, come on.
The producer's name.
Yes.
And we never change it.
Okay, show this. Is cool. This
Parma
is so
crown.
Cool. The crown.
Parma crown.
That's so
means
great.
The consortium.
Yeah.
Allora, a prosciutto is like a pear.
Right.
Like a big, big pear.
Yep.
And it is divided into two main parts.
Right.
The culaccia and the fiocco.
Okay.
Of course, this must be the rare left thigh. You see my bodybuilding, okay, of the pork. So that's the left bottom. And then in here you have a bone.
Right.
Like this.
Yep.
Like this.
Yep.
Okay, so I will clean it a bit.
Right.
And then we start. You see, when you open a prosciutto and you see that the fat is pink.
Yes.
I think you can be happy about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why when it's pink? What does that mean?
Well, it means that there is some good fat.
Okay.
And that the animal was not too small. And of course, you can sell this prosciutto when it's not even 2 years or something. I prefer when it's a little old, so the flavors and everything
are developed.
Are of course more interesting. You see here, it's not really common anymore.
Wow.
But they used to use a special piece of furniture in the house where you kept all, the cutleries and stuff like that. So you would take out a drawer put the prosciutto inside, close the drawer,
Oh,
and then you cut.
so that would kind of keep it stable, so it was easy for them to cut it. The smell of this is just,
Excuse me.
oh my, it's incredible. You should tell a little bit about the process of how prosciutto is made, because I
Well,
think,
it's very easy.
okay,
like,
once you've got
There are very few ingredients here. It's salt, air,
Right.
and thyme. Basta.
and that's Italy. Really,
well,
that's
that's,
Italy. It's like
uh,
you love the simplicity and the quality.
Va bene, tagliamo un po' di prosciutto.
Now, this is so different than taking a meat slicer. He's going to slice it by hand, which I love.
When you cut it by hand, you have very different
know.
moments, right? In Parma, at least, we lost this sort of art, you know.
It is an art.
I've always been inspired by places like, you know, small bars in Venice, tiny countryside Irish pubs, little tavernas or osterias in a port like Thessaloniki in Greece,
Or Spain.
or Spain, you know, with
I
all
love
this
it too.
ambience, with
Right.
wherever is, you know, wherever is sort of tiny, you know, and
Right.
wherever a few people can fit, you know,
Right.
not the big mass, you know.
Right.
Even they can fit at the beginning sort of uncomfortably, you know. Everything is not really ready and settled and perfect, but you feel home somehow.
Right.
And we need to keep these places alive. We need to, you know, I think that a ham or a special ham or a special wine is
Or
not
glass or something.
it doesn't have to be the goal of my life. It is the means through which I can express being with you, right? And friends of friends become friends, and even strangers become friends, you know?
Right.
They're very normal places. They are becoming rare,
Yes.
right? But they shouldn't. Yeah, I wanted to say this about social networks, true social networks.
I think it's a special place that you've made here. It's really special. I feel honored.
Bene, welcome to my home.
Thanks.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, right. This is, of course, more. Well, we're getting there now.
Yeah.
Maybe this one, there's more meat.
He just keeps slicing and I'll just keep eating. That was amazing. I think what was so special about Diego, you know, taking the prosciutto from the ceiling and sharing it with us really made me feel like it was a special experience for him too. And I think there's something, you know, it is true that it's wonderful to travel in Italy and the ingredients are great and the wine is great, but really when it comes down to it's the people. And I think Diego is such a perfect example, such a special, kind human being. I want to make a Parmigiano Reggiano flan, also known as a Parmesan flan. And it's really delicious. And I start with a little bit of unsalted butter in a pan and just melt the butter. Just a few tablespoons. I love this because it's a great first course, but if you served it, say, for lunch, and you served it with a salad, it'd be a fantastic main course for lunch. Now that the butter is melted up, I'm just adding a little bit of flour. And you know what that's called, right? Begins with R. It's a roux. And I'm just turning this up just a little bit. Just stir that together. I'm using a whisk, but you can also use a spoon if you wanted to. And I like to cook that just for a little bit because it gets rid of that kind of grittiness of the flour. And you don't want to cook it until it's, you know, got any color. You don't want it to be golden brown, but just for a minute or two, and just stay with it. Okay, perfect. And now I want to add a little bit of milk. So I have some milk that's scalded. And now add that to your pan. And then just whisk together, and you're going to see that start to thicken very, very quickly. Okay, that's very thick. What I'm going to do with this now is put that in a food processor. So I just pour that in. Use your rubber spatula to get everything off the bottom and the sides. And then I just turn the machine on just for a second, just to kind of mix it, and then I'm going to start adding the eggs one at a time, beating well after each addition. Then just remove the top, add the Parmigiano Reggiano. I also add a little bit of salt and pepper. And remember that there's a little bit of salt in that Parmigiano Reggiano, so just add a small amount and a little bit of black pepper. And then you can just turn this on once again. And all I do now is just pulse a few times. Easy, right? Okay, we're done. Well, not quite. We have to bake it. We have some buttered ramekins, and all you have to do is butter those, a little bit of unsalted butter. I'll take this mixture and put that into a measuring cup because it's pretty hard to get from the food processor into those molds. So I think it's easier to put it into a measuring cup and then we can just pour it. Got some boiling water because I'm making a bain-marie. And it's so much easier to put the baking dish in the oven and pour the water there. I pour the water in halfway up on the sides of the ramekins and then bake those at 375 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes until they're slightly firm to the touch and also golden brown on the top. I love the flan with cherry tomatoes because it's easy, you know, you can do it. What does it take? 15 minutes? I don't even think it takes that long. If you buy grated Parmesan, it's gonna take just such a short time. But it's also delicious, and I love food that's like that. You know, it's the food that on Tuesday night you can serve it for the family, but and it's easy, but on Saturday night you can serve it for guests, and they will be impressed. That's my kind of food. The most amazing tomatoes grow in Parma, and I thought it would be really fun, it just kind of all ties together, is to make a sauce with some canned cherry tomatoes. They're really delicious and nice and sweet. So a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and when you see it rippling and not too hot, you're going to add some of your cherry tomatoes. You see cherry tomatoes in the store, the ones that come in a can, buy them. They're so sweet and so delicious. You don't see them very often, but I can't say enough. There's some really simple recipes that you can do with them. Now, whenever you cook with tomatoes, you have to add salt. So it really brings out the sweetness and the acidity. It's a lesson I learned from my mom. Oh, I can smell that olive oil and the tomatoes together. Perfect. All right, that's done. I want to garnish this with some basil because I just love tomatoes and basil together, just like everyone else in the world. Chiffonade is just ribbons of basil or whatever you're chiffonading, but see how beautiful that is? Ready to taste this flan. Let's see. Oh, these have cooled enough so I can handle them. I thought they were going to be really hot. I'm just taking a knife and running it around the outside And then all you have to do is just to turn that out. How beautiful. If you want to have the part where it has a little bit of color, you can just turn that over. Look really nice. I like to put the tomatoes just around one side. It makes people think a little bit, you know? You don't need to always balance everything. And then a little bit of basil goes right onto the top. And then, you know the best part, right? You get to taste it. I have a beautiful glass of Sauvignon Rosso, and it also comes from Emilia-Romagna. Really nice wine that's going to taste delicious with the tomatoes and the Parmesan. Remember, what grows together goes together, so these will be perfect. We all come home from Italy, and we all want to replicate, you know, the time that we spend there, or any travel, really. But you know, it was really fun. It's really fun for me being in San Francisco. I love, there's a wine store called Beyond Vino, and just to get that, they just specialize in Italian wines. But I always go there and I pair their wines with my Italian dinners. And honestly, it just makes me feel like I'm there. Boy, I love being in a wine cellar. I really do enjoy wine, but I also love food. And I'm so excited about this flan. It's just, That Parmesan, it's just so flavorful and just jumps out in the dish. It's so wonderful, but it's also very comforting at the same time. And then you get the tomatoes. Basil. And that salt brings out the flavor on those tomatoes. I'm telling you, those cherry tomatoes are incredible. Well, let's see how we did here with the wine pairing. Whoa. That is so beautiful. It's got this almost cherry quality to it, and the sweetness goes so well with the tomatoes.
Bene, the spergola,
Sì.
metodo classico, 2012. I've
Right.
always been someone who supported the
Okay.
the minorities.
All right.
So in this sense, small producers, small artisan producers are a minority. They represent
All right.
less than 2% of world wine production.
Right.
And I'd like to be a spokesman
Right.
for them, because the other 98%, I don't think they need more spokesmen.
Right.
They are, so it's not out of a marketing strategy, it's just out of a personal sense of identity, and
Right.
also curiosity and a discovery. If you want to go where, you always have to choose the difficult option, I think.
Right.
Bene.
Cheers.
Also, you see it very dark because they
Wow.
macerate the skins
Yes.
as well.
It's almost orange. Wow, that's a very full-bodied sparkling.
Yeah, but see the
good.
bubbles are really mellow. They
Uh-huh.
they're not aggressive at all.
Wow.
You need some fat to
I
be
need
fat.
some. How did
Take
you know?
some fat to the
Which
fat.
one do I want?
Take this one, I think.
I swear I was looking at that
go
one.
for that.
I'm going to tell you a little secret about me. I really have to admit, I love pizza. I always say it's going to be my last meal on earth. I love it. So I couldn't do this and talk about Parma and, cook with great tomatoes and not make a pizza. I just have to. And I wish Diego was here with me. He's such a wonderful guy, a great character, and he would bring tons of wine. Anyway, I have this beautiful pizza dough, and it's now risen, punched it down, divided it into 3 pieces. I'm making a pizzetta. Pizzetta is just a fancy way of saying a small pizza. I have some flour on my hands. I'm just pressing this, first of all. And then I'm just stretching the dough. I'm stretching it just a little bit, and what I do is I put it on the back of my hands and I stretch it like this, And I also use my thumb to kind of stretch the outside. You can see like that. I'm stretching the edges. Pizzettas are pretty small, probably about 8 inches in diameter. All right, that's a great size. That's just what you're looking for. And I like it to be a circle, and I'm telling you, I don't always get a circle. If it isn't a circle, you know what I say? It's rustic. So anyway, this is a circle, I'm happy. Now, one important thing when you're making a blind pizza like this, you want to take a fork and you want to make several holes, called docking it. And the reason I'm doing that is because otherwise it's going to puff up and it's going to be like a football. So now we're going to transfer it to the oven. You can see that I have the stone set on the bottom shelf of the oven, and I've heated the oven for at least an hour. Mine goes to 550. You want to make sure that stone is really, really hot when you put the pizza in the oven. This is a really fun pizzetta because what I'm putting on the top is induja. And you're thinking, what is that? Induja comes from Calabria in the southern part of Italy. I call it spreadable love because it is so good. It's really delicious, but it's salami or salumi made with pork, and they add sweet and hot Calabrian peppers to it, and it's delicious. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil to it because I want it to be just a little bit softer. And just to let you know, the induja is already room temperature. And also, I want a little bit of arugula on top. So I'm going to just add a little bit of olive oil, probably a teaspoon, and a little bit of lemon juice. And also just a pinch of salt. Just toss that together. Oh, this is beautiful. It's golden brown. That's just what I'm looking for. All right, first is the induja. So that goes right on the top. When you're looking for induja, it's N-D-U-J-A. It's kind of a funny name. It's Calabrian. And just spread that over your pizza. Oh, this is such a great thing. I love it. And I love, you can see how it just kind of melts onto the top. And then the next thing, I'm gonna take a little prosciutto. I'm just gonna make these little ribbons of prosciutto right on the top, like that. Beautiful prosciutto di Parma, so everything's coming from that area. Well, the induja is from the south. And then the arugula salad, right on the top. That's so delicious. Then let's see how it is with this wine. Oh, the nose on this is beautiful. I am telling you, ingredients from this part of the world are just over the top. Honestly, I don't think that a pizza can get much better than that. First of all, the induja melts onto the top of the hot pizza. Then you put prosciutto, that adds that beautiful, well, the induja is great because it's got that wonderful kind of hotness that kind of stays in your throat. But then you've got the wonderful prosciutto that's got that silky texture, and it's a little bit salty and it adds body. And then you've got the arugula salad with lemon and extra virgin olive oil. Like, you know, it's got that pepperiness. It's just a really wonderful combination. And it's just really a fun pizza to make, but also it's a great one to eat with a little bit of red wine. I only wish Diego was here with me. These are incredible flavors all together. I can't even tell you, I'm just in heaven. And I don't think there's any place on earth that has such an abundance of extraordinary ingredients as Italy. And it makes cooking so easy, but it's also delicious too. Cooking these dishes today makes me feel like I'm back in Italy, and I love it because you're there with me.
You can visit our website to find and print selected recipes, get information about each episode, learn more about Joanne and the show, see behind-the-scenes photos, provide email feedback, and more. It's all at joanneweir.com/plates-places. Joanne Weir's Plates and Places is brought to you by...
With AMA Waterways, guests can climb, pedal, and journey beyond the beaten path while cruising on storied rivers across Europe. You can find out more at amawaterways.com.
Our winemaking is the result of teamwork and patience. Working together, we dedicate our best efforts with every vine, grape, and bottle. Washington Vintners.
Since 1899, my family shared our passion for everything that goes into our Mutti 100% Italian tomatoes. Only tomatoes, only Mutti.
Start something delicious. California figs from Valley Fig Growers.